of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Overseeing that Philadelphia sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. This side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Leading the opposing sideline, that's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. From the booth, Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt. Brandon McManus set to get us started. And off we go from snowy Lambeau Field. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. They're going to say, yeah, it's a gain of 1. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers' injured defender incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. With the 15-year pro leading the way for him here, Brock, still in the league over 250 touchdowns later. It's Andy Dalton.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stick with Jacobs. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Eagles have it.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB does it, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by... quarterback this season. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Barkley off the pistol again. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the pistol, Hurts. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. We need to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Hurts now from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pull out in front further. 13-zip. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Third and just 2 to go.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 10.
Jacobs gets in on the draw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
We go counter. It's Jacobs. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. Back to the line they come, second down. Here's Dalton. Freed in by Jaden Reed. And that will not be enough for a first down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Third and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's running for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Packers first down.
Jacobs running behind center. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Dalton now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
incomplete left side. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Space he had, got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third and just 2 to go. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Blast through midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Hurts looking to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. And nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Out now runs the Packer offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Going to run again with looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing off the play fake. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Packers. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A gift to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. All set now. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. To the air, on 3rd and long. Has him on a quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball, and that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
McManus sends it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. On the ground here with Barkley. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Cage, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Wide to Brown. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does. Take away that screen.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Past midfield at the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Dalton. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. throwing here. Dalton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention.
Hands up. Lady.
Third and long for him here. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And it'll bounce out of bounds, and he could not have hit this much better. That's going to pin him at their own 5-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good.
A run like that, King, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Steady.
Tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run. It's Dillon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. First down, run with Barkley. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see him. It's this snow. They're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought play. Now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to go. pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
Now Dalton. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Dalton looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Sack brings the offense to 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Ooh, almost a throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards to pick up that time, partner. They're set up closer. 4th and goal upcoming.
Formation for the Eagles.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
First and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stick with Jacobs. they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Packers, first down.
Running right, here's Jacobs. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. And the 20-yard line.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 14.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, here's Dalton. Completed to his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Packers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. As this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in Brock in this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Catch made. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception of just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and makes sure it wasn't completed.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Dillon here on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Liking
First
and
down,
see.
Eagles.
He picks up 5 on that first down run. Brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 6-yard pickup
Ready?
brings up 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80. Steady.
2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Oh, man, he's in the clear. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Putting the tight end in motion.
33-yard line.
Here's Dalton. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. McManus sends it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work. here in the first half. Things trim back down to a single-point rock as they send this off and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Bryant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Now Barkley. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Trip.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
48-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
Now Hurts. This one's caught. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Packers' 30-yard line.
Here's Hurts. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. So that brings up 4th and long. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st down, play action. Throw left side to Watson. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Dalton now to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. down before the return gets far. The Eagles and A.J. Dillon ready to begin their next drive. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
First down throwing for Hurts. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Evan Williams.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without true interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's Dalton to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Dalton completes this one to Kraft. A lot of mess on the move here. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers push their lead to 6. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Eagles and A.J. Dillon ready to begin their next drive. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts on 1st down. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And an Eagles 1st down.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts to throw. Buying some time right. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it. It's in close. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now a A timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet. Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Wow, down by just a score, a lot of game to go, but look here, it's an onside try. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And forget the field goal, well, there is the end zone to end this first half on a high note. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down. Yeah. Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where I promise you the weather is much nicer than what we've been watching. But who doesn't love a snow globe game? And the meteorologists tell us we're in for more of it in the second half. So time now to get back out and join our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
All right, Scott, thanks so much for that check-in. The blizzard here has not subsided as we're back for the start of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Nicole Hardman now. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, I wonder, Brock, who's got a birthday over on that sideline, because they got a gift to begin this second half. Their offense getting an immediate chance to do something about this deficit.
And that gift delivered by the special teams, right? Everybody talks about the offensive, defensive adjustments, but the last voice is that special teams going, set the tone, and boy, did they ever to begin the second half.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game.
Eagles 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardman with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Packers and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Now Dalton. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down.
There's a dive up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock. Could only manage a few yards at most.
On second down, Jacobs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. 5 men now in the secondary for the Eagles on third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Man in motion here. From the gun on third down. He's running for it. We pause now for an injured player, and that looks like Josh Jacobs, who's hurt after that play, and in need of a look from the training staff. On the give. It's long. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, on the Floyd. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, here's Dalton. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hand off here for Brooks. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
3rd and long for him here. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And tough running as the elements continue off. complete to Reed, out left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here.
24-yard line.
He takes off with it. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Carter on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing here, Dalton. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away.
Well, he's getting into the territory that's great for him as an individual, Kate. There are many kickers who could brag they've made this many kicks, 6 in one game, but this is also not great for the offense because this means 6 times they've gotten within range, couldn't find their way to the end zone.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. On 1st down, Hurts. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Incomplete. Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got Smith. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. It's Hurts once again. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's tackled for a short gain. They're number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. Well, I'll tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Hartman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers all set to get back out there. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. And the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Dalton to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Avoids the sack. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet nines, Kate. Feet nines. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nines move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Brings up second and 5.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers down by only 3. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Hands up! Hands up!
They run once more with Lloyd. Continuing to move past the 45. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Setting him on the dime. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up third and
Now to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that is not something this offense could afford, Brock. That's going to bring up 4th and long. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Over the middle and caught by Dobbs. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of it,
Through that snow to break off a gain of 5. The Packers take their first time out.
Brings up second and 4.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Time now taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. The Eagles are in part formation. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense.
18-yard line.
Back to throw. Nowhere open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
It's now second and 10.
We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's second and 10. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on him big time in this one. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Packers.
And there's a spike. That's going to stop it at 33 seconds. We're in the last half minute of play. Now second and 10. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. The new clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. And he will spike it. 7 seconds remaining. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Pass is thrown for Christian Watson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, one final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.